Hey, what's going on, everybody? Ramsland the man here. I'm working on this is a 2006 Ford Fusion, just so you can kind of see here what's going on. With the 3.0 6-cylinder engine. Now, the talk around the town is that to do alternator jobs on this car here, you have to drop the subframe and take it out from the bottom, right? And I know a lot of people don't really want to have to deal with that. So what I did was, I actually seen another video on YouTube that kind of talks about this, but doesn't go as depth as what I'm about to go into. So as you see, or not see, there's the cooling fan that's supposed to sit here. Now here's a plug for, I guess it's like the fan module, I guess it would be. So that'll plug into that, and then this goes into the harness for, towards the car. This is that module, and it goes something like this. Goes like that. It slits into the slot, and then a T20 bolt goes into there that holds that in. Now, next thing here is you want to drain the coolant. The reason why you want to do that is because this line is going to come off here. You're going to take this line off. Well, you have to take the transmission line off. You have to take this line off here with this fitting, 5/8. So that goes into there. You're going to want to take this off, right? But the reason why you want to drain the coolant is because this line is going to be moving around, and the engine is going to be kind of moving around, as you go, as you're trying to get this out, and the coolant is going to be rising up and down, and it's going to be coming out of here, and it's going to wet the whole area up, and it's going to make the job, just like slippery and slimy, and it's going to work your nerves a little bit more because you're going to have to deal with the slipperiness and the slippery properties of the coolant. Now I've seen some videos to where this alternator, it will be a different style where the bolts will go towards it, like it'll go down in, and those you have a wedge. So imagine like this. So imagine this would be like the bolt hole. It'll go straight down in, and then you'd have to get a pry bar and wedge. This one, you didn't have to do that. So I'm thinking the 2006 Fusion, this engine is the same as the first gen 3.0 from the Escape, I believe, because the first gen Escape also has the same type of 3-bolt system for the alternator and not a wedge type. So again, another thing, you're going to want to have to move these lines around. It's going to be a tight fit. You're going to want to get the AC compressor connector right there. You're going to want to get that. Take that off. Move the harness out the way. This is the plug for the AC compressor. Undo that. This is the alternator. This is something else, just to get on this side of the engine for the timing, for the tensioner. Yeah, so basically you just have to, it's going to be a kind of tight fit. You're going to mess up some fins here. That's just what's going to happen. But you're going to want to twist it and kind of push towards this way. And what you want to have is, you want to kind of take it out of this hole. So you're going to take it out here. So this is all going to be pushed back like this. And the new alternator, you're going to be twisting it out. So imagine my hand is the alternator, this is the front. You're going to be kind of like twisting it out like that, like rolling it out. Like I said, it's going to be a tight fit. You're going to mess up some fins here. That's going to happen. But as long as the terminal post doesn't puncture anything, then it's going to be just fine. You don't really have to worry about that too much. These, from this car, it wasn't in. These pins here, that wasn't in. But you'd have to pop those out. I didn't have to do anything on this side. All the hoses are intact, everything like that. But yeah, so that's basically what it is right now. Like I said, I started this around 11, like 15ish or so, and right now it's 1 o'clock. So now that I got the hardest part of the job done, taking it out, knowing that it can actually come out this way, you know, I'm probably gonna have the new one in about like 35-45 minutes. So like I said, I don't know when the body style, not the body style, but when the engine changes. Like I said, this is from 2006 to I believe 2012, and then there is also a TRQ video on YouTube that shows the alternator removal process. But like I said, it's not this style of alternator. It's the one with the wedge. So a bolt hole here, and then another one here. Remember, we're gonna use this one as the reference. And then you have to use a pry bar and kind of wedge it out, and then this will pop out. But even to then, the guy in the video dropped the subframe. I did not touch the subframe on this car. Everything came from the top. I didn't even jack up the car. I didn't even take the wheel off. I didn't do anything on this side other than for the tensioner. And as you see here, I have the tensioner. I have a slim headed ratchet with the 18 mil. You could probably use something else. And I have it just resting against this AC line. And this AC line is supported, so it's not going to go anywhere. But when I need to, when the new alternator is in, all I can do is just lift up and pull up easy without having to mess with the setup again. So that's holding itself right there. Yeah, like I said, guys, it's not the end of the world. You know, it's not as simple as, you know, if it was like a 4-cylinder Honda, or, you know, like a Toyota where the alternator will sit literally right on top, or, you know, like your V6s, your V8s, you know, where it's rear wheel drive, or, you know, however the situation may be. It's not that simple, but you don't have to worry about dropping the subframe. And I also didn't undo the AC compressor, none of the lines. So as you see, the AC compressor is still down in there. I did not touch that whatsoever. Only thing I did was just take off the connector just so I could move the harness out of the way, so I didn't have any issues. What else? I think the fan is gonna be a little bit difficult trying to squeeze in, mainly because, you know, not trying to damage the fins of the radiator or anything like that. Yeah, so that's basically where we're at, guys. And like I said, it's not the end of the world. You can definitely do it in your driveway. You know, you can definitely do it whatever it is you have to be. At least plan for 2 to 3 hours if you're going to do it this way. But like I said, at least it's better than dropping the subframe and then having to deal with possible getting the alignment, you know, and having to deal with that. So doing it this way, you know, it's not as quick, or it's not as, it's not that bad to do, is what I'm going to say. It's not that bad to do it this way. If I had to drop the subframe, probably wouldn't be doing it. So yeah, but like I said, being so I could do it this way, and now you guys can do it this way, this is now debunked as a confirmed way of doing this job. Confirmed way. Alright, so alright guys, I'm gonna get back here to finishing up. I have my hand over the microphone, so if that kind of sounded a little bit fuzzy, I apologize for that. But I'm gonna get back here, putting the new one in, and then so I can continue on about my day. So alright guys, like I said, Ram Slam the Man here, and I'm gonna get back to this, so I'll talk to you guys later on. Alright, bye bye.